Ryan Reynolds always strikes me as someone who says yes and. You know what I mean? Like they tell him to go do this, he goes, yes and, I'll do it.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's supposed to be the nicest guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nicer guy.
Whenever you are ready, either one of you may begin.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, I like the t-shirt, particularly considering what was just there.
Sorry.
Where did you get that?
Just online.
I've seen it.
I had to go through a lot of trouble for it.
That's awesome.
You'll conclude. You'll give this a finishing.
I don't know about that.
So first off is my mum. Wait, I don't know where the accent came from.
Well, you said mom.
Yeah, it's because I was talking about my mum. She's not English. She's no. Anyway, even though I hate her, no, my mom and I we're not friends, you know, and I would never tell her that she inspires me. So this is on the DL, you know, but no, but she does because she really I guess in using cliches, she keeps me humble, I think, because she came from really humble upbringings, and she really makes sure that I know that how to be grateful for things and appreciate where I am actually and in this world. So that inspires me to if I'm ever oh, look at all this, you know, and I get really my brain is this sometimes, and then I'll just oh yeah, you know, so if that makes sense. Anyway, and then 2 is Rihanna, okay, because Rihanna is really cool and
Amen.
and no, but actually for real Rihanna, because she is, you know, she's a pop R&B hip hop singer. She does all of that, but she specifically I don't know if she's true to herself because I don't really know her, but she's very she instills this sort of confidence and sexuality that is not controlled by
she
anything, but she owns it. Yeah, she owns her sexuality. She doesn't let people sexualize her for their benefit, you know, and I think that that's really important, especially in just wanting to go into the entertainment industry, because for me,
she's not the one that was involved with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
She is.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. He who must not be named.
Yeah, he who must not be named. You're right. But she did a lot of advocacy for.
Yeah, I
women.
feel it's an important thing because I feel in the entertainment industry, as a female, you're often faced with a challenge: am I a sexual person or am I not a sexual person? Or can I just be a person that is sexual sometimes, you know, or like sex or whatever, or sexual things, but then also have you know, but really but also be a person who I have a vast knowledge in certain things, or I don't know things and I'm curious for them, you know, but
So she doesn't allow herself to be pigeonholed.
yeah, and it's something I feel that I admire because I don't know, because I don't know, that's why. And then 3 for a character is Penny Lane in Almost Famous.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
It's my favorite movie. And I think because her character, she has she's not at all remotely even close to throughout the movie she's so young and she doesn't know herself. She's so naive. It's not she's some ideal human who's figured everything out that I want to be that inspires me. But the fact that she her and all the characters in every Cameron Crowe thing, even Cuba Gooding Jr. Show Me the Money, but they're very she goes through changes, and there's a lot of little ones here and there. She lets herself, the character lets herself be affected by the people around her, and but like not to the point where it's like negative or anything, but she lets herself like take in her like surroundings and stays true to kind of who she thinks she is the whole time. So I think that's cool. I'm inspired.
Okay. I'm probably going the similar path and the way you said yours, but first one's my mom. She's also a single mom, Brandon's, and we're not really the type to be lovey-dovey or show too much emotion. Like, I'm not gonna come at the end of the day and like kiss her on the cheek, and then, we don't really show our love that way. She shows her love by having a roof over my head and food on the table, and no matter how hard it was to get that. And she inspires me because, she does what she can to provide and protect and do what's necessary, and it inspires me to, do as much as I can and be motivated and, try my best and do what I can with the opportunity I'm given. And then the second one, I'm also going music route. I love music. It's probably one of the most inspirational things other than movies and TV and other entertainment. But I'm going to say this and most people are going to be like, but Kanye West.
Do it.
Kanye West is
nothing wrong with that.
my number one inspiration when it comes to music, just because he's so passionate and like he believes so much in himself that all the critics are kind of like, he blows them off in a very vocal way, clearly. But a quote that he said, I can sort of, if I can think of it accurately, that he says, if you're a fan of Kanye West, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. I'm just the espresso in the morning. I'm just trying to get you up and go do whatever it is that you want to do. And that stuff, and I even though he could be very, very loud and very, not egotistic, really, yeah, egotistic in a sense, I find it almost like necessary for him to do what he has done is to be very proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my second one. And my third one that inspires me is probably the failure I had in college my first semester. I went to University of Arizona, and my whole life I always loved like media, like visual art and audio, like music and stuff. And I'm like, I always want to take like drama classes, but I just never had the balls, like Jason said, throughout high school. So I just never did it. I wanted to do comedy sports, didn't do it. And then I went to University of Arizona my first semester, and I was like, I don't know what I want to major in. I'll just do business. I spent a whole semester there, like in the business classes, and I was just like, this fucking sucks. And like, I didn't like it there at all. I went on there on a whim just because I didn't want to come here, to be honest. In the beginning, I don't know why. I go here for free, so I don't know why. But then after I had an awful time there, I came back, and I decided I want to just come back and go to Saddleback. And then even then, the second semester I was still taking like English classes, math classes. And every time I'd be in a classroom, I would absolutely hate it. And it was never that way in high school. It wasn't until that summer following that I took my first acting class. I just thought, hey, I should do it. And I took that in an English class. And I think it was the first week I was in an acting class, I said, this is it. Like, I don't know why I denied myself this, like, my whole life. I want to do this. And I dropped my English class that summer, and then I've just been taking acting classes since. And that's what inspired me.
You found your home.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. So ladies, whenever you're ready.
Okay. I go first. Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. Okay. So one person that's inspired me growing up is probably my dad. I've always been a daddy's girl. The reason that I love him so much is because he always makes light of the worst situations. I'd always growing up, I'd go through a lot of heartbreaks or like times that people would hurt me, and he'd always find a way to make me find humor in it. Like, I'd have a ton of boyfriends that broke my heart, and he'd like make fun of them, and he'd like impersonate them, and just make me laugh and realize like life is like not, like, I shouldn't waste my time crying over these like crazy people. And it just made me see life differently. Like, you can just like take a situation and laugh about it. You don't have to cry about it the whole time. Also, like, he's like super loyal to my mom. They've been together for almost 30 years, and just to see the way he loves her, like,
unconditionally, and how he's so respectful and how he takes care of her. Like, it makes me believe in true love, because they still like cuddle on the couch together. They still like go out dancing together, and just like the way he loves her inspires me and makes me think like maybe there is a guy out there like who will treat me that way. So yeah. An event that has inspired me. Well, growing up as a kid, I was always bullied in school. So I would take like acting classes and theater outside of it, and just to be part of like a production or a play, like you're kind of put into a family, and like you're surrounded by people who care about you and that you're part of something. So it made me feel less lonely to be a part of like a play or a recital, anything like that. And so I feel like it helped me get through like depression and anxiety as a kid, being a part of something. And I couldn't think of number 3, so Liz, you can go ahead.
What inspires me? Well, anything good can inspire me. Like, and then who's to say what's good and what isn't? Whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. But like, I'll go to first my dad for sure. My dad and my mom both, even though my mom and I have a very unstable relationship due to outside issues. She was a professional vocalist, and she's got this ability to, she's a performer. My mom's a performer, and so is my dad. My dad's a storyteller, I would say, and my mom's a performer. So I definitely am inspired by their appreciation for the arts. I'm blessed that I have 2 parents that understand the artistic gene and the just what comes along with it, and they push me in that direction as opposed to against it. That's not common. I meet a lot of people that don't have, if anything, I'm like, maybe I should do something more practical, and they're like, why? Like, why? You should go for what you're good at. And I'm like, well, what? But I'm not good, you know. And then we have that conversation a lot, and so I'm blessed to have that. My dad has his own production company, but it's like commercial advertisement. But he has written a lot of the material. He's done a voiceover for a lot of stuff, and he's a voiceover artist. And so yeah, that's inspiring. But I kind of was really rebellious, so I just was like, I'm gonna do what I want. Not so I thought that meant I had to be completely different than like what's important to them, which was dumb, honestly. Because now I'm at this point where I can appreciate what they have given me, like artistically, and then just discard the rest. And say, I like this, I don't like this, or I'm gonna use that, I'm not gonna use that. So definitely my mom and dad, and then an event that inspired me. I mean, my daughter, giving birth to my daughter. If anything, like that, she has given me an ability to see life completely different. Like, it's not, honestly, I'm not as selfish. Like, it's not about what I can do or whatever, like, or how I can something. It's about her needs being met, and then that brings me into like, what can I do to meet her needs? Okay, like I can demonstrate what self-love looks like, and then how can I demonstrate that self-love? For me, that's storytelling. Mm-hmm. I don't care how I'm telling that story, but as long as the story is being told. And I mean, that's limitless. So I mean, having a limitless having a limitless way of thinking is really, it's hard sometimes because it's so much going on at once, but overall, like I know that I'm gonna be able to tell stories, and then therefore, like, it will inspire others. And that's just like the beauty of being inspired, is that you get to inspire.